everybody, it's Ollie, and today I have got some amazing advice for you guys. So before we start this, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Just one thing, and that one thing is to trust me, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about a lot of things in this video, but they really do work, but the only way you're going to reap the benefits is if you trust me and take what resonates with you. Now, another thing is that don't start and do all these things at once. Implement one or two at a time. Do it for a week. Get used to it, build it into your routine, maybe do it for a few weeks, then add a few more. And be sure to come back to this video if you ever need to just a little quickly reminder, or write them down and look at them, you know? You've got post-it notes, everybody has post-it notes. I have one right here. Let's get this started. Tip 1, my homie. Meditation is the #1 tip on this list. There is countless amounts of evidence that proves meditating from 5 to 10 minutes a day just increases focus, which then in exchange increases productivity. Now there is loads of ways you can meditate that's kind of crazy, but what I recommend just doing is sitting down for about 5 minutes every single day, just in a dark or peaceful room without loads of sounds and interactions, and just focusing on your breath and breathing in and out. Now, you can increase this. For instance, I do it about 40 minutes a day now, but you don't have to go anywhere near that to reap the benefits of meditation. The only thing you have to do is do it every single day. So you can do it for 5 minutes, do it for 10, but just make sure you do it every single day and don't have any days off. Tip 2. So the next tip on this list is going to be mindfulness. Now, being mindful is basically just being aware of what you're thinking about and how your body feels. And the easiest way to do it is while you're on a walk, or while you're in the shower, or while you're eating, or just while you're just sitting there in peace. And the reason why it's so good is because you become more aware and it makes your brain less distracted. You also gain much more control over your consciousness and your brain and what you're thinking about and what you're feeling. It is, bear in mind, a little bit new age, but I'll link some stuff down below, like infographics, which will tell you a little bit more about it. But I know for a fact it helped with my feelings of focus, and my productivity rose up when I started becoming a bit more mindful. It does also come hand in hand with meditation, and a really good book I can recommend is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It really will help you with mindfulness. Tip 3. Okay, sleep hacking is a great advantage. Now the thing is, if you hack your sleep correctly, you can add hours to your day. You can also make your productivity shoot up. There's 2 ways to hack your sleep for productivity. One way is to decrease the sleep you have so you gain more hours in your day. This allows you to then get more done in a day. The other is to increase the sleep quality that you are having, but maintain the hours you sleep in order to gain maximum brain function. Now, for the first one, you're going to have to be cautious. Don't all of a sudden start having 5 hours sleep a night. You can cause permanent damage. It's really bad for you. Instead, do it properly. Now, I did a video on sleep hacks that will go over the best ways to have the most highest quality sleep, and you're going to need to do that if you want to limit yourself. And then what I'd recommend is going and looking at some system like the everyman cycle, which is where I think you end up sleeping for 4 to 5.5 hours a night, and you build up. But remember, build up to it. Don't just do it all of a sudden, and remember, naps are going to be your thing. But I'll leave a link to the everyday man cycle that I have not tried, but I've heard things about. It's a bit risky, so take it with a pinch of salt. And I'll also leave a link down below to my sleep hacks. Now, the other option is to just really increase the quality of your sleep, and you can do that by following that video, which I'll link down below. It tells you all amazing tips, and this will help your brain function much better, because a lot of us sleep for 8 hours a night, but we spend most of it tossing and turning or going in and out of deep sleep, and we don't really get the maximum out of our sleep. So you should definitely give that a go, because it will help your brain grow. Tip number 4. Morning routines are everything. So you need to know that what you do in your morning routine is benefiting you to the maximum. And what I mean by this is you should be doing your most important work and your most important rituals during the first 4 hours of your morning. Now, my mornings usually on a good day look like this. Meditation for 20 minutes in the morning, then affirmations, or positive affirmations as you say, then some nice breakfast, a nice glass of water and a nice cup of green tea, and then I hit the hardest work of the day. I then work for 4 hours solidly, and then I'll do something like go on a run. Now, I highly recommend this because you will not believe the benefits that you can reap from just getting your most important stuff done in the morning. Also, morning rituals set your brain up for the day, so do not check any social media, emails, or anything that could affect your mood. I also recommend avoiding news, because sometimes you can read something and it literally dampens your mood down for the day. As if you do something like meditation as soon as you wake up, it helps you build a nice, strong, happy brain, and it will help you remain focused and keep present and keep you happy for the rest of the day. Tip number 5. Be an early morning or night person. Now, I'm personally an early morning person, even though I'd rather be a night person. And early mornings are brilliant because I get up at about 4 in the morning, sometimes 5, and I get my first 4 hours of work of the day are usually done without anybody interrupting me. Now this is great, it helps me get the work done. But if you're not a morning person, you can still Get your most productive stuff done as soon as you wake up, but then save your creative jobs, like say writing or maybe video creation, to the night time. It's perfectly fine. I found it works. I don't do it because it's a bit more disruptive to my life if I stay up really late, but you give it a go, play with it. Tip number 6, forfeit. This is like heroin to your productivity. It's real simple. Go to your girlfriend, your family member, or a friend. Give them a list of jobs that you've got to accomplish every day or every week or every month. I personally recommend every day. And then if you miss a day and do not achieve the jobs that are on the list, you have to give them $20. Now I have to do euros because I live in Spain, which is more expensive than the bloody dollar, so I'm fucking losing more money. Now you don't want to give $20 to your friend or your girlfriend or your family, so therefore you'll work harder than you've ever worked. Now I've been doing this for about a month, and I do it with things like videos. For instance, I've got to release one video and one article every single day, plus do my marketing. And if I don't do any of them 3 things, I give my girlfriend €20. So you can do this in different ways in your life depending on what activities you need to get done. But you can also do it with things like practicing piano, running, exercise, anything. So make sure you make the most out of it and give it a go. Tip number 7. This tip is probably the most important tip on the list. It's nutrition. Nutrition is so important. Your brain needs to eat the food that your brain enjoys. Just like your body needs food to work, survive, and have energy, your brain needs food too. Foods like broccoli, basil, berries, certain types of nuts and seeds that are organic and raw and not got salt on them, healthy fats like coconut oil and virgin olive oil, drinks like high quality green tea, all help your brain function. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link to an article with loads more tips in it, and it'll have a list of foods that are good for your brain, along with a book called The Ultra Mind Solution, or a link to the book called The Ultra Mind Solution. That is one of the best mind books ever for learning how to control your mind using diet. I highly recommend this. And the last tip on this list is going to be reward yourself. You've now learned to meditate, be mindful, tweak your sleep, watch your nutrition, all these lovely, beautiful things, but now you need to reward yourself. Every night, do a few things that you enjoy. Or maybe halfway through the day, go for a meal with your friends or your family or your girlfriend. Spend more time with your loved ones. Do something that you purely enjoy, because to be honest with you, it isn't about the hours you work, it's about the work you get done. But if you've got nothing to do after your work's done, then what will happen is you'll waste time and you'll wait to the last part of your day to get jobs done. Whereas if you have to go and see your kid, or you have to go and see your family or anybody around you, you won't rush, but you will make sure you get the work done quickly, because that time is invaluable. The time with them is invaluable, as the time when you're alone is kind of not invaluable. Even though it is, it's kind of like, I'll just watch a YouTube video now instead of later. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. These are my productivity tips. I've got an article with crazy loads more stuff in it down below, which talks a little bit about magicness and all that kind of lovely stuff. Have an absolutely awesome day. See you later.